What's going on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook? So I got three of my phones right now going. My internet's working fine. If by any chance it start messing up, it's all good because I'll be uploading. So it's going to be day 23 for the biceps. I'll be using equipment today. There will be some breaks, some random breaks. That way you know. Before I start, I hope everybody's doing good. Um, this morning, it is 10:30 in the morning over here. So, let's get it. We're going to start off with some jumping jacks. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. So bring them arms up and down, legs out and in. Let's go. Now pause. Next, we're going to do a dumbbell backward lunge. So you're going to need 2 pairs of dumbbells. So we're going to do 12 on each leg, starting off with this left one, lunge back. Get your breath in. Now we're going to switch. Opposite leg. Breathe. 12 on this leg. Good. Now, we're going to do some dumbbell bench presses. So if you've got a weight bench, use it. If not, just try to use the floor. You're going to lay back. Elbows is bent. Start off with your chest. Raise them up. Bring them together. We're going to do 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Come up. Next, we're going to do a dumbbell hold. So, I'm going to get on the ground. Legs straight out. You're going to hold the dumbbell like this. Get your legs up and just hold it. Hold it for about 20 seconds. Good. Now come up. We're going to do some tricep extensions. So you only need one. Come to the side, bend your elbows. Bring it back to the upper back. Come up, do it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Next, we're going to do some bent over rows. So you're going to come to the side, bend the knees, bend over. Start off right here at your waist. Take your breath in. Get that breath in. Bring it up to your chest. 1, straight down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Get up on them tippy toes, come down on them heels. Standing dumbbell. Calf raise. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your arms is straight. 4, 5. Your body straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, set it to the side, hold your plank. We're going to hold it for about 20 seconds. So both elbows on the ground. Keep them legs out, tighten your core and glutes, and hold it for about 20 seconds. More seconds. Come up, breathe. Dumbbell backward lunge again. So this time, hold them to the side. We're going to lunge. 1. Come to the other leg. 2. Keep them arms to the side. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Thank you. Now we're doing the dumbbell butt bridge. So glute bridge. Place that dumbbell across your stomach. Grab it. On both sides, I'm going to do 10 of them. Going to raise your glutes up and down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This works your glutes, your hips, even your core. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come down. Raise some glutes up. Do some hip thrusts. Do 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze them glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Now breathe. Back to the weight bench. Dumbbell bench press again. So you're going to lay down and weight bench. Elbows bent. Start off right here at your shoulders and your chest. Raise them up, bring them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. Good. Come up. Dumbbell boat hold. We're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Keep them legs straight. Dumbbell across your waist to your hips. Raise them legs up and just hold it. This helps your core as well too, if you're holding this. Come up. Tricep extension, come to the side, bend them elbows, bring it back to the center of the back. Raise them arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Thank you. Bent over roll. Again, bend over. Glutes out. Come up to the chest. 1. Bring them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Standing dumbbell calf raise. So, come to the side. Arms straight on your sides. Make sure them elbows is locked and them arms is straight. Grab your dumbbells like this. Come up on them tippy toes, then come down on them heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm going to hold that plank again for 20 seconds. So elbows to the ground, palms to the ground. Kick them legs straight out. Tighten your core and glutes. You're going to hold it 20 seconds. Squeeze them glutes tight. Tighten that core. Elbows bent, palms to the ground. Body is straight. Breathe and just hold it. Good. Into a child's pose. Hold it for about 20 seconds. You're going to come up. And we're done. So now we're going to do a bicep stretch. Move this way, push out the way. Bring that right arm to the back, left leg in front of that right, body is straight. Left arm on your left side. Lean forward. About 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch left arm to the back, arm on the wall, right leg in front of that left, right arm on your right side. Body is straight and lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to do a quad stretch. You can use the wall or you don't have to. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. But if you don't, just grab that left foot, left quad out. You're going to hold it for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. Bring them arms up. Bring them hips side to side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squat it down. Glutes up. Come down that left knee. Right leg out. 1, Bring right knee, left leg out. 2, 3, 4, 5. It stretches your glutes, your inner thighs, your hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bring hands on, squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now come up. Arms to the side. Left arm over to the right. Bring it back. Right arm to the left. Bring it back. One more. Good. Now, bring your legs a little outwards more. Come down that right leg, grab that right ankle. Keep them legs straight. Hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up. Lean forward. Bring them hips and glutes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to feel this in your calves and your hamstrings. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up. Come to the side. Bring them glutes out. Bring your tips to the ground. Keep them legs straight. Bring them together and hold it. Lean back slightly so you can feel that good stretch in your calves. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knee into the chest. 1. Left leg into the chest. 2. Straighten it out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand straight, squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come straight up. Now breathe. Last but not least, arms to the side. Raise them arms straight up. Elbows bent. Palms against each other. Hands is like a diamond. Inhale. Exhale. Come down on them heels. Bring them hands down to your chest. That's 1. 2. 3. 8, 9, one more, 10. That's it. So like I told you, I wasn't gonna be too long. Keep rocking. Thank you, Matthews. So, uh, it doesn't really take long. As I always tell y'all, when you do, you don't have to put in so many hours. Um, really, you only need about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I say 15 minutes, the max, because you're doing all these workouts. Sometimes you might be doing them more than once, but at the same time you're doing it. Um, but it's like it's, you do it. That's one. On top of that, you're focused. That's two. You're consistent because you know and you feel it that has to be done. Three. Motivated. So motivation is important too. Four. So having a positive mindset. Five. So, and you have to stay focused for the most part. Okay. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you got to put your foot down and tell yourself, look, I'm going to do it. No excuses. Stay dedicated. Stay committed. And just do it. Because it's like this. If you're really, really serious about it and you want to see results, you're going to stick with it. So you're going to do what you got to do, right? That's just whatever you do in life. You got to work hard for it. Like jobs, for example. We all got to work hard. So, of course, yeah, when we put all that hard work, it don't matter. It's like this. As long as you see it, hey, you're your own person. That's one thing you have. Nobody else does because they can't be all different. Like our body is different. You know, you want to get somebody similar to you or somebody similar to other, whatever. So that's really the only person you need to prove it to. You have to prove, whatever you're going to accomplish, believe in yourself, okay? Just to yourself and just keep it. If it gets hard with you, you got to stick with it. Because you believe in yourself. And on top of that, you know what you want in life. Especially when it comes to fitness, you know you want your body to work hard for it. It's not going to happen overnight. I would if I said it would. It's not. It's not. Like I said, it takes dedication. It takes commitment. It takes motivation. We all know that. Action. See, it's like if we can say whatever we want to say, but are we going to put in that action? Because when it all said and done, like, you got to put in action. You got to move. You got to move around. Do what you got to do. way out, but at the same time, it's not because you're not going to see results. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta stick with it and stay positive. I'm working on one. So I have to drink my protein milk at some point today. I'm eating salad pretty much all day if I'm hungry. Because all the vegetables and stuff, especially like fruits, if you put that in your salad, it's good too. I'll be doing it. If they got it wherever I'm at, I'll put fruits. I'll get some type of fruits and I'll put it in. That way I'm getting my dessert. Um, but having to train yourself to just be eating that, you know, don't put any type of meat in there. I suggest anybody would bake you some chicken, cut it up, and just put it in there. Lightly put in ranch or Caesar dressing or whatever dressing you like. Uh, I wouldn't put that much in there to the point where you can taste it. Um, but if you can actually stick with it, you know, just that, the baked chicken, you know, all that's healthy for you, all that is what your body needs, and this water, even if you eat it 2, 3, 4 times a day. Y'all know, salad, okay, vegetables, and you fat up in there. You can eat as much as you want, you can fix it how you want, you know, but you have to be comfortable when you eat it because you're going to put it in your body. So, yeah, it's going to taste right for you in order for you to take it in. So, how can I get my calf stronger? I advise you to squat. Yeah, that's one I advise you to do. Uh, with the squat, you're working them calves out. Some squats, do some squats that will help strengthen them calves. Uh, calf raises. Come up on those tippy toes and come down on them heels. Do some of those. That's going to help strengthen your calf muscles. And it's not much you can use a weight if you want. If you don't feel like you ain't got to, look, I got a bottle of water. You could just be drinking a bottle of water like me. You're not putting in too much work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I advise you to do that. On top of that, your glute bridges. Even though that exercise is mainly for your glutes and your hips, it also helps them calf muscles. See, when you come down, even if you place it behind your head, I mean, you can place your arms to the side or behind your head or behind your ears, whatever you feel like. But look, when you come up, you're going to start feeling it in your calves too. So this is going to help strengthen them calves too. You know, and also your hips and your glutes and your core too. And there's not much you really have to do. Just raise your glutes up, tighten them up, tighten that core, loosen them up when you come down. And you're just taking that breath. And you can train yourself to do as many of those as you want, even the standing calf raises. So I hope I answered your question. Good bucket. What's going on? What's going on, Rebecca? But yeah, so that will definitely help your calf muscles, especially if you want to come to the side and do a stretch. And not even try to work them, but at the same time, you're bringing them knees into your chest. Look, my right knee's into my chest and my left leg is straight out. Okay, I'm coming down on my heels, so you're gonna feel this stretch instantly in your calves and your hamstrings anyway. So you can do that. You know, that's an option to do. Even if you want to go side to side, go side to side, walk side to side. You know, at the same time, you're still gonna feel it. Or the quad stretch. And when you lean forward, so if you lean forward like this, hold that wall, you're gonna feel it instantly in your right calf muscle, and a little in your left quad, because that left knee is bent, so you're lifting that up. You know, same on the other side. You know, if you want to do it like that, you can. You're gonna feel it in that left calf now. Hold it as much as you want. You have that wall for your balance, so it's gonna help you. So, like I said, I hope I answered that question. Um, okay, champ. But yeah, that would be what I recommend you do for your calves. That'll help build strength and build muscle there. Um, so, other than that, y'all. Um, so, like I said, it wasn't going to be too long. So, like I was saying, you know, during the week, I was letting y'all know I'm in a 6-day week, work week, and I'll be doing that for a little bit. I don't know how long, but I got to do what I got to do. You know, when them bills start coming, that means, look, you need to start grinding a little bit more, you know. So I will be going in the morning. I'll be working Monday through Saturday. So technically, my off day at work would be probably Saturday, even though I had to work that morning. You know, Sunday, which today, going in, I'd have to go to sleep probably around like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, cause start time's at 4 o'clock in the morning. So uh, there's some things that I have to do. Um, there will be some weeks where I'm not going to be able to pull out if there's something going on, but for right now, this is it. You know, I got to do what I got to do, cause it's like, you know, ain't nobody paying the bills but me. I get my husband's help, but it's just me and him. Ain't nobody else helping us. You know, so we have to work, you know, and put in that work. Work, you know, 6 days a week is how it's going to have to go down. You know, in order to catch our bills up, that's something that we have to do. So, um, it's just what it is. You should box. I heard that so much about boxing. I've thought about it though. I think I could do it. See, back then in the day, which I miss my father like hell, but when he was around my age, he used to box. You know, so he taught me, you know, um, he actually knew Muhammad Ali and his family and his father, which I never got to meet him. Wish I could, but back then when I was born, you know what happened. You know, sometimes we can't really meet the people that we would like to meet when we're little if they're not here. You know, but you always remember them. So yeah, my great grandfather, which was my father's father, he used to work with them. Um, taking their pictures and stuff, put them in magazines. So some of the magazines you seen, before my grandfather took it, the pictures and stuff. I never got to meet him, but I know he was a good man. But my father, I was blessed to have him as well. But I lost him back in 2018. So, which is still hard, and it's not easy to get over. Especially someone that close to you, because in this world, you only got one father and you only got one mother. I'm blessed to have my mother. She's still here. You know, um, uh, even though my father's not here, like literally physically, I feel him all the time. I know he's looking down on me. Um, so I remember the one thing he told me. He said, "You know what? If there's something you're good at in life, do it and stick with it." I've always been the type to want to help people too. At the same time, I'm able to. And he used to tell me, just do it. Do what you got to do. Don't quit. You keep going. So I take that in consideration. So I tell anybody, if you're into working out and stuff, and you're committed to it, you got to stick with it. You can't quit. You got to keep doing it. Because it's like once you quit, it's like, what's the point? You're going to have to start all over again. Unless you want to start all over again. That's by choice. But to help that matter would be never to quit, to keep going. Build more strength within your body, within your muscles. Build it. Get more stronger. As we all, we're young. We've been young, and I still think we are, to be honest. But anyway, uh, there was a time back then when we was in our teens, right? Early 20s. Some of us is still in the early 20s. Everybody's different. Me, I'll be 38 July 29th. Okay, my 20s is gone. My early 30s is gone. I know that. You know, um, I also know, as by noticing, as you're younger and you get older, your body change. So I know that. So as much strength and energy you had, moving around, it wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But when you get a little bit older, it slows your body down some. So, what I'll do, I stick with working out. Build my strength, keep my strength up as much as I possibly can. Because we all get older. In life, that's just how it is. That's how it go down. We can't go back to when it was before. Even though I know a lot of us want that energy we had before. But at the same time, once we start getting older, our bodies change. Our energy level changes as well. And that commitment part, a lot of us, we want to really start as we get older, you know, and stay committed to it, with like doing your fitness and stuff. You really want to be active with that. You might have an active job, you might have a physical job that you do, just in general before you even work out. But if you think about it, if you're constantly moving around, you're lifting a whole lot, technically you're working out any damn way. That's how I look at it. When I work at my normal job, even though I do my fitness coaching, at the same time, it's like I'm getting my workout in over there too, because I'm constantly lifting, constantly bending. It's like bend. Or if it's too heavy, you have to use the contents on the box or however it weighs. Know what the weight contents is. You know, you still got to squat down, lift it up, and you got to load it. You know, that's what I got to do. You know, my type of job I do. So you're technically getting that work in. Where do you train at? I train at home. Train at home. You know, I get fit and I work out. I do it at home. And that's just by choice. Um, Ain't nothing wrong. You know, we're going to a gym and stuff. You know, but, and I have been to a gym, like, I want to say at least once. But it's like this. When you get into something like it, you got to be focused, okay? And, you know, ain't nothing wrong with the gym. You got to stay focused there, too. Got a lot of people around you. They might throw you off because you're doing something and you don't happen to try to look, you know, a certain way, and then you end up looking a certain way. They're doing something different. And then it might kind of like throw your mind off, like, of what you're doing, you know. So, and on top of that, it costs money. You got to have that money to pay. Yeah, some say, you know, with the gyms, oh, it might be $5 or $10 a month, but some of us don't have no $5 or $10 a month. When it comes down to bills, it gets real. That's one of the main things you got to focus on because you got to keep your lights on. You got to keep your water on. You know, whatever, like electricity. Now, I mean, when you go to an actual like store now, like a grocery store, them prices don't went up. It ain't like it was before. So whatever you chose to get before and spent what you spent before, you're gonna be spending way more now because they're going up. So you gotta survive, right? You know, a lot of us, you know, we're straight. You know, we got a whole lot of, you know, money, you know, to work with. Some of us don't, and I'm one that don't. So by me doing when I get fit, you know, and I build my biceps and strength up in any muscle that I want to build, I do it at home. Because one, I'm in my own space. I'm not focusing, even if I happen to look right or something, not even try to, there ain't nobody right there. It's just blank. Left behind me, ain't nobody right there. The only person that's there is me. So that's my main focus and my main priority when I'm working out. I got to focus on myself. I got to make sure I'm doing it right. That's why I explain when I do my workouts how to do it the right way. And I also say to stay safe because staying safe is always important. So any type of workout you do, even if you do the workouts with me, do it at your own risk. You stay safe. I'm going to tell you the right way to do it. But, you know, like I said, everybody's body's different. You know, so if I happen to do 20 reps or I happen to do 10 reps or something, somebody might not be able to do that. They might can only do 5. Hell, they might can only do 3 or 4 or 2 or even 1. You see, we're all different. You know, that's the point. Once we, in that part, we got to build our strength up. So we got to build it up. That way we can do more. But in order to make that happen, you got to stay consistent. And you got to be focused. And you got to be motivated when you do it. Because you got to do it. You're your own person. It's your own body. You making it work for yourself. I'm only here to help you. I didn't get that help, you know, when I started doing, you know, my workouts and stuff. No. But I noticed that it helped me. So I feel in my heart that it'll help anybody else. I've had at least 15 or 20 people that say that I helped them with their strength or helping to build, you know, as far as their muscle wise or their commitment. because they're like, okay, I'm understanding what you're saying. I got to stay committed with it. The only way it's going to work is it takes myself. You're your own person. You're your own boss. Nobody controls you but yourself. So the only way to make it happen, what is that? Yourself. And that's a true fact. And that's real talk. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I say it how it is. Sometimes I might sound off, and I don't mean it, being off or anything. I'm just being all the way serious with it, because when I do it, I'm very serious with it. You know, and you got to be serious. You got to be focused. You got to be committed to it. No matter if you might have a day where you just don't feel like doing it. You got to put your foot down, your own self. Ain't nobody around. Put your foot down, talk to yourself, tell yourself, look, do you want it or you don't? Ain't no ifs or buts about it. If you want it, you're going to work for it, and you're going to push hard for it. And you're going to do the best you can to your ability to get it done. And then you're going to start seeing results, and you'll be more focused. You're going to want to do more. You're going to want to build yourself up. So, for instance, confidence. My confidence level was so down so long for so many years. But as I started, staying committed, and doing my workouts. And before I was even on here, doing coaching, I did it, on my own. Nobody was watching me. Nobody was in the room with me. I was figuring it out on my own. I did my research. Okay, can I do this? Okay, let me see if this is right. Is this really the right way to do it? Or am I going to feel this strength I want to feel by doing this? Sometimes you got to research it. Know how you're supposed to feel. What type of muscle is supposed to be tight, or tense. Know, if you wake up the next day, why it's so sore and tense in certain areas of your body. Because you're using them muscles. So, yeah, especially if you're not used to doing it, yeah, you're going to be using your muscles. Therefore, if you're just starting, literally, you're going to be like, what the hell? You're going to feel all this tightness, all this tension, all this hurt, or this hurt. And then you wonder, what the hell did I do to myself? Okay, what do I need to do to make it better? Stretching. That's one thing. You got to stretch it out. That's why I always stretch. If I don't do it before I start, I do it after. And that's by choice. Some of us like to stretch before and after. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, we're all different in our own way. So if we want to stretch after, we stretch after. If we want to stretch before and just stretch before, okay, we're entitled to have that right. So yeah, we can stretch before. It's whatever you feel. It's the main thing. Get my water. Thank you. Much respect to you as well. You looking so fit. Thank you. Grab my water, y'all. I ain't been drinking my water right. Gotta get my water right. But on top of that, then I gotta fix my food, which I'm only gonna eat a salad. Which I started that last night. But That's just how it goes, you know. Water's always important too. So you want to make sure you drink as much water as you possibly can. Good morning. Good morning, Thomas. What type of food you eat? It varies. So it's different with me, and I'll tell you. One, I'm gonna have to go to the store and get because I don't have that right now. But fish, salmon, good. Whitening's good. You know, any type of fish is good for you. Um, but see, I'll bake it. Uh, I won't fry it. That's one thing I had to keep myself from, you know, because I'm like, look, if you're trying to eat this healthy, okay, you're going to either have to grill it or you're going to have to bake it. Of course, there's always going to be some type of little type of, even if it's so little or a drop, you're going to have to spray your pot, of course. So I would use like an olive oil spray or something just to spray the bottom so it don't stick. But other than that, I'll eat fish. Um, I'll get some chicken breast at the store or something. I'll just boil it in a pot of water, or I'll bake it in a pot of water. Um, any type of frying, if I do choose to, I'll use an air fryer because I'm doing my research on those. You know, it's a much healthier way than actually frying it in grease, like literally on the stove. You know, the air fryer pretty much is like you're frying it in air. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you gotta spray it. You don't want it to stick. But other than that, you know, the seasoning part, you know, that's one thing. I try to lightly season any type of meat that I eat. Now, that's another thing too. If you notice you got all these seasonings at home, notice what's in it. You know, a lot of us don't look at, you know, that part. There's a lot of stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you ain't never heard of. You see some words and you're just like, oh, what the hell? What is this? I ain't never heard of that. But they put it in the spice. So, you know, when you season your food, I'd recommend anybody to lightly season it. When it comes down to salad, like that's what I'm eating today. Okay. So that's what I ate yesterday. Um, but I had to make some more chicken. So I already did my chicken. So I already made that, you know, and put it up, baked my chicken. You know, I portioned it out, you know, with my salad. If I have any type of meat, maybe, you know, lightly bacon bits. Sometimes I might put a little, just a little, you know, bit of ham. I don't do pork like that. But other than that, you know, it's just the lettuce and the tomatoes. Like I said, I'll lightly, you know, put any type of sauce on it. It's like once you start getting into a diet a certain way, you got to focus on it the way that you started getting into it. You know, but like even like when you got ranch dressing, you know, or Caesar dressing or some other type of dressing, there's always, you know, another ingredient in it. I mean, we all know that. You know, if we look at the ingredients. Uh, but yeah, other than that, that's what I eat. So I hope I answered that question. You have that WWE Diva look. How tall are you? Thank you. That's the first one on me. um, but to answer your question, how tall are you? I am 5 foot. I'm 124 pounds. I weighed myself the other day. I said I'm 124.8. Majority of it, you know, is muscle because I don't eat, you know, I don't eat, you know, a lot of, you know, fattening, you know, type, but Sometimes I do, but I limit myself. See, how I used to eat before, it's hard. Having to change your diet up to something new. Because you're going to have to get used to the taste. You're going to have to know, look, you can't put this much in it. You season it, you can't put that much seasoning in it. You want to make your food as healthy as possible. And I'll take that, and I'll let anybody know, the healthiest food for you to eat just in general is what you make. I don't know if you hear it a lot, but I mean, you're actually making it. You're knowing how much seasoning you're putting in it. You know how many cups of water you might need to put in it. Uh, like because you're focused, because you're actually making it. So I could easily just go somewhere and just get a salad, from a place or something, and they make it. They make it, and yes, of course, we gotta trust, them type of places, which I do. But here recently, I just been cooking for myself. I cook at home, and it's just I'm only cooking it. I'm only cooking for 3 people. Um, my son, he's hardly home right now. He's always over my mom's. Um, but I cook for him. I cook for my husband. And I cook for myself. We got dogs. We got 2 dogs. We give them dog food, but we only stick with, which we did our research on that too. Purina, one, they said was one of the best dog foods to give your dog. So if I happen to have some broccoli or something, of course I'm gonna research it to make sure that it's okay. But when I have it, of course, if you give your dogs, especially if you got dogs, you give them any type of like vegetable and stuff, broccoli's good for them. Some of them ain't gonna take it. There's a lot of like healthy foods that we eat nowadays that can actually eat that'll actually keep them there. Keep them healthy, keep them in a good weight, good strength. One of our dogs now, she don't like broccoli. She don't like it. Well, anytime I make chicken, or my husband might make some chicken, they have their own pot. We boil it individually. So if you do decide to give, if you have dogs, you do decide to give them any type of chicken, make sure you boil it and don't put nothing in it at all. Just water. Boil it in water. Eggs, for example. See, they'll eat that too. But the thing is, it's like this, they can't eat what we can't eat. Some fruits we can eat that's really good for us, they can't have. So you always got to make sure you research it, because you might give them some type of fruit that might be vicious to them. That might be poison. Like we stick with, it's like it's apples. That's one of the main fruits, and bananas. That's the only fruits they get. If we have any fruits, as far as a treat wise. Um, but other than that, one I'll bake chicken, or he might bake chicken. So I guess you boil in a pot of water. Just if you try to boil chicken for yourself, but you can't put nothing in it. Eggs, that's good for them. But it's crazy because their diet is, if you give a dog an egg, as they claim, as they say, as you do your research on that part, you got to cook it in water. I know it's crazy, but you got to cook it in water. You can't season it or nothing. But other than that, they can eat it. But, and also us ourselves, we got to be cautious in what we eat too. On top of that, like pork, for example, I try to stay away from pork. Now, if by any chance I go to the store and if I want to get some type of bacon, see, if I get any type of bacon at the store, I'll go for the turkey bacon. If they ain't got it, I don't get it. But if I want bacon, that much, yeah, I get a little bit of, the regular bacon. Um, but like bacon, for example, I put it in the air fryer. I won't cook it on the stove, or I put it in the oven. I'm very strict in how I cook things. And you have to, you know. So yeah. But those are just the two foods that I stick with. Any fish or baked chicken. That's it. But sometimes it's like this. Sometimes you really don't have the money to do it. That's another thing. So I had not that long ago, they had these tortellinis, right? They're like noodles. The noodles ain't really that good for you at all, to be honest. But there was a point, where I was like, look, that's all I'm be able to get. So if I can find some wheat, because wheat, is good for your body. Even if you eat bread, just in general, they'll tell you wheat bread's better for you. Like an animal, for example, you got a dog or something. Maybe peanut butter's good for them, but they can only have a certain amount. Okay, wheat bread is better than white bread. So any type of bread I get is gonna be wheat. If say I want some chicken and rice or something, I'm gonna get the brown rice. If I got a wheat rice, I'll get it. You know, um, but I'm very, cautious of what I get. When I eat it, especially because I'm intaking it in my body too. So I don't know how, but Kroger's had these tortellini noodles, which that noodle has like some type of cheese inside of it, and it only takes maybe like 7 or 8 minutes to cook, and then it's done. And it's like maybe $2, or you might find it for like $3. I actually found a wheat one. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that. They actually carried that. Yeah, I did. It was like maybe $4, but I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. And I ate that. And then I ate some salad. But majority of the time, what I do eat, I stick with fish, but I don't eat that much fish because it's like it's. Even though fish is good for you, it's not good to eat it every day because it can actually mess you up. Hell, I have no idea. Like, I'm still trying to figure that out. But, just by, research, you're not supposed to eat fish every single day. If you're going to eat any type of meat, it's better for you to eat chicken, like regular chicken. Bake it. Even if you want chicken wings or something like that, bake it. So if I happen to want chicken wings or something like that, well, I'll bake it. I might throw it in the air fryer if I want a fried filling, but at the same time, I mean, I have used grease, before, cooking on the stove, but then I noticed that grease isn't good for your body. And if you're actually eating something, you got to do your research on the foods that you eat before you intake it in your body. I mean, and that's just a true fact. Whatever you eat, you got to be cautious in what you eat. So yeah. Then I get like my fruits. They say bananas is one of the best fruits. So I was doing a research. So this lady, I kid you not. Now I don't know, her life, but I know she made it to at least she was like 105, which I was like, wow. And you can actually research it and you can find it on there. And the main fruits that she ate, bananas every day. Apparently that does something to your body. I don't know, but I always make sure I eat bananas anyways. Um, but I was like, wow. I mean, 105. I would love to be here that long. So that's a blessing. And actually know that that was the only fruit that she ate every single day. So yeah, if I go to the store, I'll make sure I keep bananas. I'll eat bananas every single day. If I don't have no fruit, bananas don't really cost that much. So yeah, I'll go to the store and grab me some of them. Um, so yeah, that's one of the best fruits to eat. And like apples, any fruit is good for you, to be honest. Even if it's kiwi or it's dragon fruit, berries, raspberries, any type of fruit is good for you. That's how I look at it. Yeah. Bananas give me gas. Hey, you never know, Who don't have gas eat no bananas or anything. Literally in general, I mean that's your body. It's gonna come out regardless if you want it to come out or not. So hey. But it's still good for you though. I mean some of the stuff that, our bodies do, we don't really know why, what I'm saying, but there's a damn good reason why. So hey, you know, uh, it is what it is. If you have gas eating bananas, then so big. You're gonna have that gas. Whatever you eat, I mean, that's just life. We can eat whatever, at the same time and still have gas. I mean, that's just a true fact. I would think if did nobody have gas, something was wrong. Just saying. Like water, for example, nature calls. You drink so much water, yeah, you're gonna have to run back and forth to the bathroom. Do you want to? Hell no. Excuse my language. But no, you don't. But you can't stop it. And you definitely ain't trying to do it. I mean, that was the baby stage. You know what I'm saying? We grown. You gotta go pee, go pee. Nature call. Do what you gotta do. I mean, I'm just being honest. That potassium, yeah. Bananas have that. But other than that, it's like this. We all have our own body. We all know what we want to eat. We all know what we can intake in our body. Our system, what we can tolerate. Um, and if there's some type of food you're not sure about, research it. That's what Google's for. Research it. See what it says. Because in all actuality, if you ain't looking at a dictionary, I mean, that's all we know. Sometimes some stuff we don't know, we have to Google and research it to make sure that we're correct or if we know, so yeah, that's why that's there. I think Google is like the smartest thing for real. But I mean, when we research stuff, just in general, we're going to have to look it up. Okay, we're going to have to read it. We got to make sure, okay, you may think something completely different than when you research it and it's actually different, which is always going to be like that, when you research anything, especially online. But it is what it is. You got to know. You got to know. So, yeah. So tomorrow, it will be day 23, right? So, as all y'all know, y'all know, you know, after 3 days, it's a rest day. Y'all know that. So, tomorrow's a rest day. So do what you got to do. If you decide to want to work out anyways on your rest day, do it. But at the same time, don't do as much. Do not overwork your muscles. Don't overwork your body. You need that strength within your body and your muscles to get through, whatever workout you're doing. So you always need that rest. And I hear it a whole lot. Some people tell me, oh, there ain't no rest. Ain't no rest day. Ain't no rest day. You sound good. But if you actually have experience to know about going hard every single day and not having a rest day, it causes a lot of problems in your body, especially strength wise. So, say for instance, okay, tomorrow, rest day. Maybe you want to pull off like 100 push ups or something like that. Some people will pull off that, or more than that, or lesser than that. But at the same time, if you do decide to do that, limit yourself. Do not do as much as you want to do. But always make sure you do as much as you want to do. But at the same time, you got to stay safe. Either way it goes. Because I'm like this, how are you going to overwork your body and want to work out and stuff if you don't take no rest day? And I've hurt myself in different areas of my body to actually know this. Because you can hurt yourself literally, and I have. So I take that, in my experience. So if you go hard, go ahead and go hard. Do it for about 3 days. But that fourth day, you take that day to rest. Even if you still feel like doing it, don't do as much. Know that you're doing it. Okay, it's going to happen. You're doing it. You're making it work. But you always got to think wisely in that type of situation. Because if you're really trying to stay fit and you're trying to build your strength, and build your muscles, whatever body part you're trying to build and stuff, you got to think about that. Think about your body when it comes down to that. Because why would you want to start another day and then you can't pull it off? Well, the answer to that is you did too much. So you got to lower down. Don't do as much. If you want to do any type of thing on your rest day, don't do as much. Because I'm telling you, by experience, if you do, it's going to be very hard to pull it off the next day. And that was just how, my experience of what I had to go through. But like I said, though, everybody's body's different. So 100 push-ups. Somebody can pull off. Damn, if you actually research and Google, people don't pull it off like 500 to 1,000 push-ups. Okay, but at the same time, that's that person. That's when it comes down to it. We're all different. Our bodies is different. We know what we can do, and we know what we can't do. Some of us can do way more than what we can do. I mean, that's just life. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. Because I see it all the time. You know, even if I'm researching something, online, I'm like, okay, let me make sure I'm right. And then next thing, something pop up. Oh, 1,000 sit-ups, or 2,000 sit-ups, or 1,000 push-ups. Somebody can do that. They can pull that off. But at the same time, like I said, we're all our own person. We know what we can do right now, and we know what we can't do right now. But we know we can get to that level, if we stay focused with it. Then it can be done. But until then, you got to work within your comfort zone. In other words, you have your own power, right? You have to work within your power zone. Because you have that power. You're putting in that work for yourself. Somebody could actually be doing it with you, but at the same time, ain't nobody you. We're all different in our own ways. Our body is different in our own ways. We all know what we can handle and what we can't handle in our own way. That's where the mindset kicks in. The action. That's where that kicks in. You're motivated and you're focused to get there. But as bad as you want to get there, you can't rush it. No. It's impossible to rush it. That's why you have to let it come. As always, people, done heard, patience is the key. Sometimes you have to take that in consideration. No matter how much you do, you could do 100 crunches right now. You could do 200 crunches, 300 or 400 crunches right now. But you think tomorrow that you're going to actually get that shape you want? To be all the way honest, my honest answer is no. Not just one day. I haven't experienced it. Not one day. My experience is more than one day. You got to stay focused. You got to do it more than one day, no matter how many you can pull off that day. As bad as you want it, but at the same time, you got to take that patience and the time in consideration for yourself. Then once you look in that mirror, you get a mirror. Once you look into that mirror. Once you start putting in the work and you look into that mirror, now you put in all the work. Next time, you'll see something completely different. Oh yeah, it gets real. That's a good part about it. Where you can actually look at your body, how your body was at first. But now, as you stay consistent with it, and you've been on it, on top, last 30 days, last 60 days, you've been on it. Now you manage yourself, even if you have to take a picture, literally, on your camera of how it looked before. Try a few weeks later, or 8 weeks later, and then look at that mirror and look at your body. And you're still staying consistent with it. You're going to see something completely different. Like, damn, I did that? Yeah, you did. Because you stayed committed to it. You stay consistent with it. You stay dedicated to it. You wanted it bad enough. So you did what you had to do to get that. So once you get that, don't quit. All that hard work you put into that can go away so damn quick. Excuse my language, but that's a true fact. The second you quit, it's over. You got to keep going. You want it to stick with you day by day. You got to stay focused and be on it. and just do it. No matter how, like I said, some of us got physical jobs, that makes us not want to do anything when they get off. Because they're just so pissed off of how the day was before. But if you look at it like that, the day before you pissed off like that, now, what are you pissed off for now? Ain't nobody right there. You ain't working for nobody. If anything, you're working for yourself. You're working for yourself. Ain't nobody telling you how this has to be done or this has to be done. No, you're doing it on yourself. You're applying it on yourself. So you're working for yourself. You ain't working for nobody else. And that's how you gotta look at it. I will be right back, y'all. Alright, I'm back. I had to take my egg out. Only thing I gotta do is peel it, cut it, and put it in my salad, and I'm done. So I had to prepare my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner last night, which is a salad. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be salad. Right now, later on, and if I get hungry later, I'm gonna eat it again. But anyways, it's like it's you want to be happy, okay? You want to be confident. You want to make it happen. You want to see results. Like I said, stick with it. Just stick with it, and you'll get there. Believe in yourself, as I always say, and that's true. You got to believe in yourself to make it work in life in general. Because at the same time, the only one that's really believing in you is you. Some people believe in you, but within yourself, that's the main part. You got to believe in yourself. I believe in every single person, especially that's watching me, because they're hearing me, and I believe in you, and I know that you can make it work. I know you can make it happen. And that's the honest to God truth. As I always say, and I say it now, and I'll say it later, I'll say it later than that. I'm not doing this just because there may be some money that might come around at some point. That's not my goal. Money comes around. Okay, we work. Okay, but at the same time, you actually, really, me personally, I really want to see this. Like, I really want to help everybody that's serious with their working out. I want to be able to help them. So if I'm going to put in time, literally, just to see it happen, I will. That's why I come on here live and I do what I do. There's some people that's actually doing it, doing the workout with me. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm here with you. I'm helping myself at the same time. Once you help yourself, and you feel confident within yourself, and that's just anybody. Once you feel that build up, it works in so many ways. Your body's gonna thank you in the long run, especially sticking with it. And you yourself is gonna thank yourself. Because at the same time you're doing it for you. You ain't doing it for nobody else. No. You're doing it for yourself. And that's it. Bicep daddy, yeah. Exactly. We did the biceps. I'm gonna try to go and download this video because I know it's probably not gonna take the whole video. It takes a while, a little bit, to actually download it here on TikTok, but it'll be downloaded. I'm gonna get it downloaded. I can't tell you when it'll be on there. You're just gonna have to check it. But at the same time, I've noticed, when I do download my stuff, it takes a while, to actually download. Um, but yeah, like I said, tomorrow, it's a rest day. Rest your body, rest your muscles. If you feel like working it out, work it out. But don't do as much. Limit yourself. So that way, next time, you'll be able to do it a lot more. You see, when it comes down to working out, just the same in life, just in general, we got to think. We got to think smart. We got to have a positive mindset. We got to want it as bad as enough to work for it. Because you got to want it to work for it. You got to put in that work to make it happen. Do it. Like my videos go, I don't take too long on a workout or a challenge. No, because it doesn't take that long. So like I said, in all actuality, to me personally, you only need about 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the max. Unless you want to put in a little bit more, you can. But it doesn't take that much. It don't. It will get done. And you'll make it happen. So, ain't no ifs or buts about it. You're going to make it happen. Because you're going to see it. You're doing it for yourself. To make yourself feel better within yourself. So you're going to do whatever you got to do to achieve that. And that's what you're supposed to do. You got a fitness goal. Stick with it. Don't just stop doing it just because you had a shitty ass day. That's tried me so many times. And I'm like, you know what, I don't care how my day was before, but what matters is now. Right now. What am I doing now? Am I going to make it happen now? Or am I going to worry about how that day was, if it was shitty, or how this person was towards me, or in general? At the same time, I'm like, yes, I'm myself. So that's how you got to look at it. You're yourself. You make your own choices in life. You're dependent. You're independent for yourself. You're committed within yourself. And you're doing it for yourself. And that's it. So, if I can end this video, with that, just in general, do it for yourself. Stay dedicated to yourself. Be the best you. Do the best you can. Always stay focused and motivated and consistent the best way you possibly can to get it done. Get it done. That's it. No more after that. So, other than that, I'm going to end this video. I got to cut my eggs up so I can put in my salad, y'all. So, and I got to let them out. So, I got to make sure that my fur babies actually get out, get to run around and use the bathroom, whatever they got to do. Come in so they can eat. There's myself. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all. Much love, much respect to every single one of y'all for even taking the time and consideration to check me out. I appreciate you. And know that, one more thing, I believe in you. But not just my belief. Always believe in yourself. And that's it. So work out with Teresa. 1.